So given that we're able to transform into a unicorn with polymorph self, when did Imric see one in the past? Well, Songaro. It's actually a Pegasus, but you are correct, and I did think about that. No point mentioning it since don't want Neil to take the Pegasus away. So, you know, there you go. Wouldn't Imric have seen the creatures in the monsters manual? Oh yeah, that's true, Aerodune. Yes. That is true. I feel like that would be enough information because technically, like if you see a Pegasus for 5 minutes, I feel like if you read about one in the monstrous manual with the picture and how they move and how they act and their abilities, like that's more of a, you understand it better from that than you would from just seeing one for a little bit. So far you've got nothing to boost your int, and as a viewer and a fan, I'm starting to get more and more annoyed with that. I know it's out of your control, but next time you talk about, yeah, I mean, what do you want me to do? Like, I guess I've pressed it as hard as I can in game. There's not too much I can do, you know. You shouldn't expect stat boosting items in campaigns. Yeah, that is c'est la vie, true. Although the rest of them have got a lot of stat boosting items. So on one hand, I agree with you, but on the other hand, it's like, it's a little bit shitty. Plus also, I feel like low int is kind of worse for me than low dex for the rogue or low wisdom for the cleric. What would high int do bar memorizing extra spells? It wouldn't even be memorizing extra spells, it would be learning spells more easily. Which, as you will have noticed if you've watched the campaign, is of particular trouble for me. I'm hella mad. I'm a little bit mad, but I'm not mad at Neil. I'm just more mad at the rolls. Like, if I'd have learned 60% of my spell rolls, it'd be fine. But the fact is that I learned like probably less than 50%. I'd say almost certainly less than 50%, which is kind of shitty, really. Higher int is better saves? No. Higher wisdom boosts some of your saves. I think you should start fighting as a fighter against dragons, so shit rolls don't matter as much. Well, no. You have to roll for a fighter. You don't really have to roll for a wizard. Might be able to get information about Arc Sombar from the wizards on the airship. I don't want to get information about Arc Sombar. Guys, it's not a good idea to go after her, right? The thing to do is to just, like, make our case and don't get involved in any fucking wars with level 12 wizards. It's a bad idea. Destiny talked about it today. He's planning a conspiracy against her. It's just stupid, though. If Destiny is making secret plans for D&D, you should get in a call with him. If he is making plans, I'll talk to him. But maybe to try and talk him out of his stupidity. Somber holding out on useful spells, not mentioning the cursed dagger, playing the run around with the brothers, it's sus at best. Okay, well, the dagger, it's reasonable that she wouldn't know it's
the
cursed.
Power is mine.
Holding out on one spell, that's all she's really done. That's all she's done. She's helped me more than she's hurt me. I feel like ousting her, even if we're successful and just somehow discredit her or kill her, what does that achieve for us? It doesn't really achieve much. I think the whole Arc Somber spiel was Neil just specifically telling you the Queen loves you. If you want to usurp, that's on you. Oh, maybe, yeah. I just got a really bad feeling as all beyond her not wanting to help in the moment. I know. What's she gonna do? Like, what's she gonna do? This is a dumb question. You probably get this a lot, but did you ever find out what happened with Georg? No, I think he went to his pocket dimension and he never came out. My assumption is that Malchus took him or intervened in some way. Do you think Arc Somber pushed your mother and is actually an agent of Scoria and is working with Vicious? No. Why would that be the case? There's no evidence for that. Do you think your mom is secretly Scoria in disguise? Yeah, that one I do think is true. Yeah, that one I think is true. But it's no point letting on that we know until we're ready to fight her, you know? Chat gets so conspiratorial when it comes to D&D. Oh yeah, for sure. It's the same thing in Frofro with William's father-in-law. Wish for it. What, for improved invis? No. That's not worth it at all. It's good, but it's not that good. It's not going to help against dragons anyway. Is it possible that Arc Somber has the Amulet of Malchus? Now that is a possibility. I doubt it, but it is a possibility. Now if that's true, that's a reason to be conspiratorial. But I don't believe that it's true. Would you think Imric would be suspicious of her since she ran out pretty fast after Gale got unstoned? It was pretty suspicious. But we don't know about the amulet. So there's not a great deal of reason to be suspicious. Like, if we knew the amulet was there, then maybe we'd have more reason to be suspicious of it, but we don't, so there's only so much I can do, you know? I fuck with that theory. Probably what the perception check was when Georg turned to flesh. Yes, well, I've heard McTacky has told... This is McTacky's theory, as far as I understand it. There might be something to it, you know. I don't know. Have you ever got a description of what she's wearing? No. Maybe she's got some cool shit. Yeah, she might do. I do not believe that killing her is an option, right? I actually think that it's probably impossible to kill her efficiently. It's extremely dangerous, and it doesn't achieve anything. And, like, even if we killed her, we're not going to be able to steal all her shit. Like, it's going to be obvious that we're the ones who killed her if we do that. Pyro asks, what do you think about the Sombar Blood Feud? I think it's dumb. I'm talking about it right now. I think it's silly. Neil did have Arksomba make a check as well. He even rolled her perception and failed on screen. Oh, yeah, that's true. So that kind of, like, knocks the theory out, right? If you let Arksomba hold the wish scroll as collateral, she'll probably teach you any spell, since she can just wish she had never taught you the spell if something goes bad. I'm not doing that. Like, I trust her relatively. I don't trust her enough to do that. If you killed her, I could legit see Koibu make you lose the war even faster. She's the strongest and most trusted wizard of the country. Yeah, exactly. She's the most, like, basically the most powerful asset that the crown has, other than us, potentially. If Arksomba dies, the queen's gonna have her death time pulled and figure everything out. Yeah. No, Malachi's got a new place now. He's in the multiverse, in the Shadow Arena. I don't need Neil to let me bring Malachi back. I'll just do it myself. +4 belt would be great on one of the Queen's Royal Guards. It would be great on William Marshall. Let you into a little secret here, a little development, okay? I messaged Neil after I saw it in the Reddit thread, and I said, just saying, we've got no use for that +2 strength belt, and William and Grimes have no use for that Staff of Power. It would be a very beneficial trade for both sides. And then Neil said, so not really confirming anything for Tombs of Scoria, but he did say, I've not forgotten about our beloved heroes. In my world building, I've laid out some next steps for them. Maybe we can do a one-shot sometime to see which direction they go. Now that is hype, let me tell you. Holy fuck. I would love to see William and Grimes one-shot. That would make my day. Make my week. Make my month even. Maybe even a year, who knows. Or like quarter to be safe. Make my quarter. You'll climactically build up a duel between Scoria's head cleric and William just for William to one-hit crit him. Oh yeah, William would just destroy that guy. It's a dwarf as well, so you know he's got to come in. What would William do after seeing all the destruction Scoria has caused? I don't know what William would do. Like, on one hand, he's just happy to be home and retired, but on the other hand, you know, his country's going to shit, and someone needs to do something. The nature cleric that Anton pissed off might be pulling her powers with Arksomba to spy on you. What is wrong with you guys? You've got no evidence of that. It's just complete conjecture. God forbid any of you fuckers ever find yourselves on a jury. God damn. Like, you can't just make things up about people. Like, that could have happened, right? It's a possibility. Fuck it, let's kill him. Like, come on now. Get a grip. The paranoia can be felt in here. Yes, it can. It's what they said about Dave and Odam. These people, man. These people are crazy. If you look at these two random people I've connected arbitrarily, you may change your mind. Good one, Colin. What if the Queen is Scoria? No, we already decided that our mother is Scoria. Arksomba is most likely just cautious. You don't get to her level by not being cautious. Yes. Yeah, no, 100%. She's just extremely cautious and, like, a bit paranoid. Your mother can't be Scoria. She was lawful good, was she not? Yeah, but maybe she's been killed and Scoria has polymorphed into her. Have you seen your queen and your mother in the same room? Oh, yes. Deadly Avocado. You're on something there, mate. No, I've not. Tyrael, a story in 3 steps. Step 1. Tell the queen that you could claim the crown. 2. Her Archmage doesn't want to give you an assassination spell. Step 3. Surprise speaker to face. Oh, well, it's a good one, Decode. You're not far from the truth there. I don't want to be lumped into the kill Sombar crowd, but I feel like she should approach not giving you the spell in a less condescending way, especially when she said you've been handed everything. How does that help the mission? Oh, 100% I agree with you, Chuck. She's not handled that conversation well, and she was extremely rude, but that doesn't mean that she should be killed. Or even deposed. Who was right about the teleporting candles, you or Moot? Well, my argument was that it's just safer to cast Colour Spray. Or to climb up the chimney. So I'm right, because that's still true. Whether Moot was right about being able to do it, he might be, I don't know. If both options are 100% safe, is yours still safer? But it's not. Moot's option's not 100% safe, because we don't know that. I would take your side, but Moot was definitely right. Explain it. How is he right? How can you be so sure? And also, no need to get so angry about it, was there? There was no need for Lucas to get so angry about that. It was kind of silly. He did seem a little bit heated for no reason, Colin. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. True. Why was he so mad? There was no need. He was just angry. He's just an angry boy. The candle's not reading their minds. That's not how it works. Like, I don't know. Like, you're all making massive assumptions here. The fact of the matter is that the teleport spell distinguishes between living and non-living matter. So, in my mind, there's a chance that having living matter in your bag is going to fuck it up somehow. You have to touch the candle anyway, right? I don't know. Like, but the point is, you can't be sure. I'm done arguing about it. You can't be sure. Anyone who says they're 100% sure is full of shit. Like, literally, what's the cost, okay? A level 1 spell slot that we've got no use for. Why not do it? Why not do it? Even Moot agreed with that. Even when I said I'm using Colour Spray, he got angry, and I was like, just to knock him out to be sure. And he was like, oh, okay. And then Steven chimed in, being like, I'll take the bag. I'll go out the front. You guys teleport out. Just fine, because I didn't want to argue about it, but it was a waste of using the candle. We could have just climbed out the chimney. You could have a nice heartfelt talk about your difficult upbringing and your own struggles and insecurities with Sombar and a surprise turnaround. Yeah, you know, maybe we should plan to go behind Tyrael's back to speak to Sombar and extend a hand of friendship and explain that Tyrael's very prideful and that she's offended him and that there's no reason for us to be enemies when we have to be united against Scoria. And some of the things you said were kind of out of line. I understand why you said them, but you kind of said them in a way that was a little bit rude. And I think if you could swallow your pride and apologize to Tyrael, then it would be the best for the kingdom.